Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I apologize that there has been a lack of uploads for the last few days. The reason for that is I was hanging out with the chairman of Toyota, Morizo-san, or Akio Toyota, and he took me for a drive in his rally car and we were doing rally things all weekend. So, a lot of fun this weekend, but now it's time to get straight to work and we've got a lot to get done. Starting off with the Missile Alteza build. This thing is pretty much good for us to move off the lift finally. We have to wait for our roll cage to arrive and all the interior stuff, plus the correct wheel offsets and stuff like that we need, and then this thing's ready to shred. That's pretty much it. That's about it. And I'm probably gonna just sand that and spray paint that black outside. But for the most part, the interior is all that is left on this car, which is, like I said, roll cage, seats, steering wheel, that kind of stuff, harnesses. Oh, and then we just need to do a bit more hammer work on all this damage and get the glass guy out to drop in a fresh back window. And then maybe also just like, you know, loop a ratcheting strap around this whole corner onto the truck and pull it out this way a little bit more, and sledgehammer work as well. But that's about it. That's like a day's worth of work, maybe, kind of. But the main point is we can actually drive this thing and move it off the lift now, which means it makes space for one of the other cars in the shop. Riley, can you guess which car?
Mine?
No, definitely not. Yours is forbidden from the lift. It's jack stand territory.
Right.
Okay. Guess, next one.
I think it's 15?
Nope, comp car. We need to get the trans and the engine out.
Okay, yeah, right.
Because it's, you know, FD starts in like, what, 40 days?
Oh.
Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, so we might as well start rebuilding the entire comp car. I'm joking, we will explain, but we gotta shuffle some things around. That aside though, let's drive this thing for its first ever drive, the Missile Alteza. Oh, I forgot to tell them. I put the throttle body back to how it was supposed to be. Because yeah, until we get a link, we can't do that.
Thanks, comments.
Yeah, thank you guys. All right, let's drive. A fair few people were like, oh, does the bonnet close? You know what? I don't know. Judging from what we did on Riley's car, it should though. Oh, we're good. Oh yeah, the headlights aren't really bolted in right now. How long has it been?
A month?
A month that this has been on the lift?
Maybe a little more.
And the main reason was just waiting for parts to arrive.
Ah.
That was it. There we go. Look, I even got a temporary seat in here. Thanks, Riley.
Oh yeah.
I get to feel the climb.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Whoops. Oh, that's good. How are we looking at the pendant? Alright, let's take her outside.
It's not even that smoky anymore either.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I think it's good. Brakes work well.
Good to hear.
Brakes work really well. Like, too good.
That was your exhaust.
What did it scrape on?
The ground.
Oh, well that's just because it's so low on the back.
It's, yeah.
Put a blown tire scrub on.
Yeah. Stop.
No, one thing I have to say. How do I lock this? Oh, it's
Yeah, you have to, yeah. There you go.
it sounds really good. Bring the camera here. Like on idle, it's. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, it's
dun,
kind of
dun.
choppy and nice.
Wait, what the?
Oh. Well, there's your muffler. Uh-oh. Now it's very free flowing.
My Altezza's got a prolapsed.
Oh God.
That looks so funny. Is it just? Oh, it's all just full of it. It's like.
That's all the like muffler baffling stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The muffler was probably rusty on the inside. Daiki, look! Something happened to my muffler. What's this?
やば
You know what this is?
サイレンサージ
Well, if you ever need steel wool,
Maybe you need
い
cleaning.
らないいらない
you sure?
なんていうの
This is just for like the packing, right?
そうそうそうここのなんていうの多分サッパーの
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it's collapsed, it'll block everything. Whoa!
Oh,
There it is.
there, yeah, okay. All right.
全部取れた
All right. So it'll probably sound good now, right?
いや
I mean-
That's a lot. I can't believe that was in there.
ストレートだね
So it's more straight pipe now. Right?
Probably.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it's not loud. It's
How does it sound that good? It really does sound like a smaller JZ.
yeah.
It does sound like it's. I guess it's kind of like, you know how everyone's like, oh, the RB20 is the best sounding out of the RBs, like with the 25s, 26s, and 30s. This is a 2-liter JZ, maybe essentially. Kind of. I don't know. I mean, there's Yamaha stamps on the block, so maybe, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is a Yamaha engine, so it's
That's impressive, but that was probably clogging it up, so it's probably got more flow now.
ew.
That's a lot. That's pretty impressive.
Now,
Okay, well, it's gonna sound better now.
now I want an exhaust for my daily.
Also, how cool does this look slammed? And can we just also talk about how this thing fits 265 tucked on stock body?
I mean,
that? I mean, it's rolled.
it's rolled, but it's
like-
not very well rolled,
Yeah,
actually.
imagine if this had a 2J in it. I could just slap 265s on like this and go shred. How cool that would be. This low, scrape everywhere.
You wouldn't even be able to get up to North Course.
No, we wouldn't be able to get
Like,
North
you'd get
Course. We'd
stuck.
beached, yeah.
You'd get stuck on the tunnel.
It's no joke. Like, people sometimes don't understand. Like, to drive a car at Ebisu, if you don't want to bottom out on the death tunnels and getting to some of the tracks, like some tracks, like you wouldn't be able to get to Higashi
Yeah.
through the tunnel. You could only get to Higashi if you went early in the morning, then you're stuck there all day until they open the gate and go home through the other way. Because the tunnel at Higashi is the worst.
It's kind of part of the reason why my daily is so high, because I want to be able to drive my daily around Ebisu.
Yeah, exactly. I just like how it sounds. It's got a really nice note to it. All right. We have a bit of work to do over here.
You have,
You see what's holding my head, my tail light in?
yeah,
A
the
zip tie,
the spare tire.
spare tire little bolt thing, and then something here. This is all gonna get massaged with the hammer, and I'm gonna just smack it over. I'm gonna get one of those like one of those portable like hydraulic ram things. I don't remember what the name is for them, but I'm gonna get one of those to push it over, and it should help. But yeah, it works. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might even just leave it. Because this corner's the corner that's going to get messed up on the wall at North Course
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe like, I don't know, spray some rust converter on it and then
anyway.
done.
This is definitely getting glass. You don't want more things growing inside there.
Yeah.
My Alteza gave birth. Like this, it was, and it just kept coming out.
How many pushes did it take?
It took some pulls actually. Pretty impressive, right?
That's from the cat?
From the muffler. All just came out of it. This is good, right?
Yeah.
I think you could probably hold it from up there and it just keep coming down. It's all just like steel wool. That's pretty cool. While Daiki's getting the car on the lift, I want to talk a little bit about this season and our plans with the car. And that is change nothing. Absolutely change nothing. I have the opportunity to go to like a front rack setup and stuff like that, but I don't want to change anything about this because I got comfortable where it was at, and I feel like everything that we've learned alignment-wise, setup-wise and stuff like that, it would be very silly to make any big changes or anything like that for us to relearn anything. I want to start this season off well. We want to make sure we're not going to have any weird transmission, clutch issues or anything like that. We're not making any changes to the car except only thing is we're going to be lightening it just a little bit. So we're going to go away from the OEM doors, being that there's still glass regulators and all that kind of stuff in there. So we'll be going to a Perspex Lexan, and that's about it. We're just changing some glass out. We're not doing crazy carbon roof. We're not doing carbon doors. We're going to gut the OEM doors. That's it. Otherwise though, the only things we're going to be changing are a few little things that have nothing to do with the drivability of the car. We're going to be putting a different intercooler, different rear radiator in, just upgrading a few little parts that I think could be an issue once we start making it into, you know, top 32, top 16 and stuff like that. Last year was really, really good with all the qualifying rounds that we did, that I was able to kind of see a few issues that were going to definitely be problems if we started tandem battling, and if it was back-to-back getting all the way to like top 4 or top 8 or something like that, we would have major issues with heat soak, and we'd have probably some heat control issues as well. That being said though, when we did hot lap it at Ebisu and stuff like that, it wasn't too bad. It's just that once you do start to get some heat soak, you're going to start losing power, and you want to have the biggest competitive advantage as you can, so you want to just eliminate that. It's not that things would overheat and be undrivable, it's just that we want to try and prolong that little bit of heat soak as much as possible, because that could be the difference of 80 horsepower, which would then, you know, mean that you've lost that competitive edge against your competitor in the chase or the lead, vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? So we want to be smart, we want to keep everything as is. It's been super reliable. We just have to make it all work again this season and qualify. All jokes aside though, that's pretty much it. I'm not doing any major changes. The only thing I want to do is fix the stuff that we damaged when we hit the wall, and just tidy up a few things here in the front with a new intercooler. But we do need to take the transmission and the engine out, because we need to rebuild the transmission. That's a thing that we do every year with our G-Force. And as for the engine, I just want to do a few little things. I need to tap and helicoil one of my exhaust studs. For some reason, the thread's pulled out on that. The only other thing I want to do is, this was actually an issue that drove me insane. We had this pop off once, and it just got damaged and scratched by a tool. And it's just this little port of water that comes off the side of the head that usually goes through the stock throttle body. So once the engine's out, I'm gonna drill that out, and I'm gonna just put a 1/8 MPT bung in there, and then we'll never have that issue ever again. And on my spare engine, we're gonna do the same, which I'm very excited to show you guys about, because the guys at Tomei are prepping that for me. We're gonna have complete spare engine. Last year we had a complete spare bottom, like short block. So if ever we had any issues, we could switch to that. But we didn't have a head or a complete engine. So this year we've got a complete engine that's gonna be an entire spare, and we're gonna have all the same accessories on it, so that if anything does happen, anything, I'm talking about like all of a sudden there's a little bit of glitter in the oil, we're just gonna put the new motor in. That's me ranting, but the main thing is I don't wanna change anything. I've been doing a ton of research and talking to a bunch of people about suspension stuff. There's no big changes I'm gonna be making, except for just redoing a few things that to triple check that we were right last year on doing some testing. But this car, for all intents and purposes, will be ready by the end of this month for us to go to do the shuck-in inspection, which is like scrutineering, I guess. And this will be all good, ready to roll for FD season. I know that's been a lot of talking. So just under the car, checking a few things. It seems like we do have a little bit of an oil leak, so I need to investigate what that's from, but could just be from needing to reseal the oil pan. It does seem like there's a bit around here, but we'll go over everything. It also does seem like one of my power steering lines was just weeping a little bit, but nothing that a new hose that will make up for it will fix. There's a lot of things that on these cars that we literally just change every season because it's not worth using the same hose. I'm not expecting good things when we open this. Third gear sounds a little funky, so I'm expecting some chunky boys. Oh, not good. Yeah. That's not great. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some chunky boys. What the frick is that? Oh, that's not from that. Yeah, some pieces of something there. I don't think it's dog ring. I think the gear's damaged because it goes into gear fine. But yeah, it's definitely not happy. Look how foamy it is from just me moving it here. Or is that? Oh, it's sparkly and foamy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really sparkly. That's probably a gear. I don't think that's dog ring. That's a gear. Broken something. I'm not surprised. It was sounding a little funky, and at the last comp that I drove this at was the Maze Seaside Circuit, where we got second place. And third gear started sounding a little funky by the end of it, so I'm not surprised. I was pretty rough on third gear. Yeah. G-forces take 30 minutes to rebuild. You just got to pull them apart, find out what parts you need, get them, and then should be pretty quick. Alright, drive shaft out. Yeah, something definitely a little broken.
Maybe mission says, "Oh, 痛いよ、サム。やめて."
Is that what you're used to hearing? We are getting pretty close to being able to drop this thing. Best thing about being a G-force is we just undo 4 bolts here. 1, 2, and then 2 more on the other side. And it slides right out. And then we can deal with the bell housing later, but for now we want to get that G-force out. I love how easy it is to work on G-forces. Literally, probably anyone with a basic mechanical knowledge, know-how, can work on these. It's very straightforward. They have the diagrams online. You can get everything for them from there. It's so good. Oh wow, look at this. See that? Something snapped off somewhere and just got, oh wow. That's so sharp. I shouldn't be touching it with my finger, but there's little like flakes of that gear coming up and off. So somehow that bottom counter gear is just smacking third really hard and shaving it. Whoa, that's some serious damage to those gears. So I gotta figure out what's caused that, whether it was just debris that broke or something. See my slider here on third is a little damaged too. So we should definitely fix the slider and then the dog gears here. But yeah, third gear just took a beating. Every other gear though, looks good. Fourth looks good. Everything is now out. That's chunks just ripped out of this bottom gear. No idea why. That's very bizarre. Input still looks okay. That's chunks just ripped out of this bottom gear. No idea why. That's very bizarre. Input still looks okay. Gotta take that out though. Something definitely a little strange going on. We'll have to talk to Rick at RTS and figure out what's happened, but I've gone through all the carnage. It's not looking great. unfortunately. It's gonna probably be very expensive because not only do I have to replace these two gears, but I'm gonna have to change pretty much every single dog ring and slider that was for fourth, third. Everything else seems to be okay, but that's like, you know, well over maybe $2,000 worth of damage, which super sucks. That's a big chunk of my budget. Oh, and I have to order a new input shaft because somehow this has gotten heat damaged. You can see by the color discoloration here, which probably has caused something to do with some kind of misalignment issue again with this bell housing kit that we have on here, which, as you guys know, all the issues we had last year. So to see more signs of still being a misalignment issue, I'm at the point now where I'm just thinking about, I'm reconsidering my entire transmission setup this time. I still want to use a GSR. I just gonna have to do something with a different bell housing, maybe go back to like an OEM bell housing style setup where we use like the bell housing from an R154 Get Trag or the auto bell housing options. But I just need to look into it, do a bunch of research, go back to the drawing board. We still have tons of time, but yeah, it's going to be expensive because that means once we change the bell housing, the shifter position changes, and also the tail shaft or drive shaft, whatever you want to call it, changes in length as well. So it is what it is. I figured now is the perfect time to remind you guys that if you do want to support the FD program this year and put your name on the comp car, you can do a private sponsorship and show support by going to the website SAMMIT.net. Not only buying merch, but you can actually get one of 3 tiers: big, medium, and small. So if you want to add your name to the FD car with the sponsors and stuff like that, please go do that. SAMMIT.net, go check it out. We couldn't do this without your support. So once again, thank you very much. But otherwise though, we've got some good progress on this. I know what I need to do. Next, we got to pull this motor out and go through and do a few, you know, just general maintenance things. I definitely want to inspect a few things. I may even pull the oil pen off. I'm a little worried, obviously, if that input shaft was misaligned, that can cause damage to the main bearings at the back of the engine. So it might also be worth just bringing it to Tomei to pull down and check those bearings out. But yeah, things have definitely taken a little bit of a turn for something that I wasn't expecting. Wasn't expecting to see that kind of damage and signs of a misalignment issue again. That's pretty bad. It really doesn't feel like we got a lot done today, and that's purely just because of probably the downer we just got. But the Alteza is off the lift. It's outside. We drove it a little bit. Felt good. Felt great. Puked something out of the muffler, which was kind of funny. But that aside, it's Hugo's birthday today, and I'm trying to get home early so that we can give him his presents, do his cake and all that kind of stuff. He's 3 years old. Oh, it's R32 day, by the way. He was born on R32 day, believe it or not. But it's his birthday. He's 3 years old. I gotta go home and do dad stuff. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I am gonna go home and forget that this all happened and do what I need to do there. And then tomorrow I'll start sending emails and making calls and seeing what we can figure out. But it's very clear. We got to come up with a different bell housing solution and fix all of that, because it's just been a nightmare, and it was probably the biggest issue we had all of last year, and this season really was affected because of it. So let's leave it at that. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for all your support. Go to the website, grab yourself some merch, become a private sponsor for the car as well. That means the world to us. Thank you very much, guys. Peace. Jamata.